side frame of it or whatever is made of aluminum. So I'm sure they're going to end up doing doing a little recall action there. But yeah, it's I talked to one of the kids that works with me. He has the iPhone 6, not the Plus, and he says he tried to bend his and it didn't bend. He says it's mainly the bigger one. But here you go, Jimmy. Would you wear a watch that comes with, it actually kind of has an eerie prediction about it. According to the people who created this, it's called Tickers. It's Happiness Life Countdown Watch. It's not a death watch, but it's a tool that reminds us to have more fun and enjoy our lives. It tells you when you could die, and it gets all the information from you.
But every time you smoke a cigar, it tells me when I'm going to die, or what?
No, I guess the $80 watch comes with a questionnaire that asks basic lifestyle questions and then computes on how much time you have left. A quick survey.
Again, that's guessing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but it's just kind of one of those funny. Jimmy, yours would probably be minus time. It's saying you're living on borrowed time. Is that what it'd say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I didn't plan on living past 30.
Really?
I obviously didn't save for the future. That's for sure.
Apparently in New Mexico, there was a police officer that they caught. Let me see if I can find the video on it, but it was in... Shit, I had it from my... Where's it at? Had somebody flipping screens open and just crazy. They caught a ghost on video. And they're not sure if it... because it just keeps doing the same motion over and over and over. So, I mean, it's like just a reoccurring. So I don't know if it's an actual, what you would call intelligent haunt, or if it's just something that ends up, going back and forth the same. We had one at the golf course do that. And it's usually
there was a lot of people that got absolutely nothing to do. And to stick a ghost in a video, that's part of the protege or whatever.
Well, it was a security camera, and it picked it up on the security camera outside. We had one at the golf course. I'll have to send you that too. I mean, it was weird. You don't
think the guy could have took the tape, doctored it, and stuck it back in?
No, well, ours you couldn't have, because my daughter actually took the picture of it with her cell phone as we were reviewing the tape. And it's not a tape, it's a hard drive, and you can only burn to the hard drive. You can't burn back to the drive. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. There's a lot of weird things. What's that?
I said you're tiptoeing or tap dancing. You lost me. Your daughter took a picture of a video with the ghost in it?
What do you do? We're reviewing our cameras from the footage from the night before. And she took a video of it with her phone. The screen. She just shooting it at the screen, and you could see the ghost on the screen. I was going to back it up, but I went, nah. I didn't. I ended up not backing up, but she took a video of it with her phone. I'll have to show it to you. I mean, it's weird. It just, showed it to a lot of people that have seen, different stuff, and people and they're like, that's weird looking. Just because we know how the building's set up, you can see it come right through the door and walks along the one counter, then goes over towards the windows and along the windows. It's just, it's like almost like a shape. You can see it moving, like it's morphing along the windows. But I don't know. One guy I talked to him, he goes, every time I see it, he gets goosebumps. But I am actually going to go on a kind of a ghost hunt. We're going to do we have a place here called Annie Whitmire, and it's been here way, way, way back. It's been, they used to do is during war. That's where they leave their kids off when they went to war and stuff. They didn't have anywhere else to put them. And I didn't realize the Annie Whitmire complex were for orphanage, and they had all these tunnels going under the building. They connected all the cottages together, and there's a cemetery, huge cemetery across the street, and supposedly some kids have died there. And I talked to one of the girls. Her dad is the head of maintenance, and I know him, and he says he's going to give me a tour. We're waiting for opportune time. So sometime this winter we're going to go through it. But she toured it. She thought he was just trying to mess with her and get her to freak out and be all scared of the, ghosts and stuff like that. And he goes, no. He goes, all I want you to do is bring a recorder, press record, and don't think about it. Just carry it with you. And so she was like, okay. And so they walked through the whole building, and he's showing her different places. And he says, right now we're under building, and he named the building. He said 2 kids died here from a parent Christmas tree fire, blah, 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 whatever. And she says, oh, you're just trying to scare me. They listened to the video or the audio later, and there's a little girl screaming for help on it. So I'm going to do is take the recorder, a recorder, and a video recorder when I go tour, and we're going to video the whole thing and audio the whole thing, and I'll play it on one of the shows. So coming up. So who knows? Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But it's going to be kind of interesting. And I have one lady that I know. She is. I don't know what she's like. Not a medium, but she's more open to that. Where she gets like, I don't know, contacts or whatever from spirits. And she wants to go too. So she could feel them in the rooms when they're there and stuff. It's kind of weird. So it'll be interesting. Just something different that we don't normally do on Friday. So it'd be nice if we could do it live, but that might not be that easy. But other weird news, we had...
wait till we go on video.
That would be cool. It'd be kind of tough to do it down in the tunnels there, the video, though. But we'll see.
Joe's got some nice bright lights.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to give them to me.
Oh, then go out and get a set of porno lights.
Yeah, there you go. Apparently, I don't know if you heard in Chicago at the FAA Center where the parent suicide attempt of I guess I don't know if it was an air traffic controller or who it was, but it snarled traffic. It was a contract employee at Chicago Air Traffic Control Center. Apparently set fire and tried to kill himself. Yeah, it caused and resulted in a ground stop, triggering the cancellation of more than 1,300 flights at O'Hare, and now it's up to more than that. I mean, you don't think of it, something like this happening, but they didn't say it was terrorism, so we'll know more about that.
Was he Muslim?
I do not know. It just said he was a contract employee.
Oh, okay.
So we'll know more about it Monday. See what's going on that. But in kind of strange news, did you hear about the postman who had been hoarding 40,000 pieces of mail?
Yeah, I heard that on a talk show today.
I'm like, are you kidding me? All the way back from 2005.
Yeah, I know. These people that weren't missing their mail?
Well, they don't know they're not.
The gas bill.
Well, you don't know what kind of mail he was keeping from him, You wonder, it's probably the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
That's enough to make you start calling the post office saying, what the hell's going on?
The Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue wasn't there.
Yeah, it must have been junk mail and a bunch of other bullshit.
Yeah, you wonder for a guy to be, I guess he was depressed and, he's an alcoholic, or he states that he was, that's what caused him to do it. But here's one, and I thought this one is right. This sounds like you in school. Teen gave classmates pot lace candy. And this is a Connecticut teenager is facing charges for allegedly handing out marijuana-laced lollipops at her high school. If it wasn't she, I would kind of worry. But it says...
How much pot can you put in a lollipop? You know what I mean?
I have no idea, nor do I want to really know, but...
and it must be really shitty sucking on it and getting green stid all over it. It makes no sense.
It says police in Connecticut said they're seeking charge against a high school girl who handed out pot-laced lollipops to classmates, leading to one to be hospitalized.
On pot, see, I don't buy that. I'm not buying it at all.
She obtained the lollipops laced with THC, the main active ingredient, marijuana from California, as she admitted to distributing them at school. 16-year-old girl was hospitalized overnight after eating one of the pot pops at school. It's unclear whether the students received the candy, knew it was laced with marijuana. Well, she might never have had it before, and her parents...
Is it laced with marijuana, or are they calling it THC? Because the THC that we used to do when we were kids was horse tranquilizer. It had nothing to do with pot.
Well, what they did was she probably never had any before, and she went home, and she started acting all weird, and her parents probably took her in, and they kept her overnight, I bet.
It's just bullshit.
Yep. Well, they brought a kid in one time when when I first got the service, I worked at a hospital, and the mother was freaking out thinking the kid OD'd. And I said, you don't know he OD'd. I said, so just relax. I mean, it might not be that. And she come back to me later and thanked me for calming her down. He had an inner ear infection. and she thought, and he was just like he was on drugs. It was crazy. He had no drugs in his system at all. He had an inner ear infection. He just was like out of it. Never seen anything like that.
That's what you say the girl doing. She probably had an anxiety attack.
Oh, probably.
Exactly. And then, which is prone whether you smoke a pot or not smoke a pot.
And
she just happened to be smoking pot when it set it off.
Yep, the parents probably freaked out. But, I mean, it's...
I just get a kick out of the way they come up with all these ways that marijuana is bad for you. All right? It's a bunch of bullshit.
There you go.
It sounds like to me it's anti-marijuana people that are coming up with this crap just to make us say, oh, yeah, well, everybody's like that when they smoke pot. That's just bullshit.
Well, that's
same like everybody's not. Wow, man.
Well, it's like dumb. It's like the gun agenda. They want to turn everybody that has a gun is a bad person. They're trying to say everybody that smokes marijuana is stoned and and what's the word? Dumber?
Drunk?
No. What'd you call it first?
Stupider.
Yeah, there you go. But it's not true. That's what they want to make you believe that. So the average person who doesn't know anything about it is going to believe it. So I think they flew a potload of a plane. Tony Stewart was flying a plane full of pot into the World Trade Center.
And with the CIA.
And they're, hey, man.
What did they do? Call a reunion for the O.J. Simpson jury to drop that? He was on pot, so that's it. He was his fault. Not one of them mentioned about he didn't turn the fucking wheel an inch.
He turned it.
No, he didn't.
Couldn't see him.
He didn't.
The guy was all in black.
The only time that car moved is when he ran him over.
Well, if the guy would have never got out of his car, if he wasn't so high to get out of his car and run on the track.
That's bullshit. So in other words, if a woman didn't get into Ray Rice's face, that's her fault.
I never said that. You said that.
No, well, you're saying the same thing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're saying
he never took a swing.
He asked for it.
He never took a swing.
Like every fucking woman that gets punched in the face.
No, I never said he asked for it. You're saying he asked for it.
No, that's
I'm
exactly
just saying
what
he
I'm
shouldn't have been out in the
he
middle of
was-
the track.
He was high on pot, and he shouldn't have